this is Dr. Edelita. Welcome to my Sunday drive. Here I host a quick live call every Sunday to give you tidbits of wisdom that I personally used and also used to coach my patients to help them improve their health. If you are watching live or replay, I'd appreciate it if you could type your city and country where you're watching from. It's just really nice to know where you guys are at the moment or at the moment you're watching this video. Well, as for me here, I'm still in the Philippines. I'll be heading back home next month. Just so you know, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to type that in the comment section. Okay? So, as everybody may know, I've been an advocate of a whole food plant-based diet since 2017 for medical reasons. I often get this comment when people know that I'm on a meat-free diet. They say, oh, so you're a vegan. Or some people would ask, so you're a vegetarian? Plant-based diets vary in the amount of meat and meat products that are included in the diet. The whole food plant-based is often confused with vegan or vegetarian diet. To put it simply, I am not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan, and there's a third group of plant-based eaters called the whole food plant-based eaters. So today I want to talk about the differences between vegetarian, vegan, and the whole food plant-based diet. And also, I want to teach you how to answer to the question you will likely be asked if you are on a meat-free diet. All right, so let's start with vegetarian. When you say vegetarian diet, somebody who's on a vegetarian diet do not eat meat, and that includes beef, pork, chicken. Now, remember, some vegetarians still eat or may eat seafoods. That includes fish. They eat eggs, milk, and dairy products. Just to, for easy understanding, vegetarians, they just don't like to eat the meaty part of the animal. Okay. Now, what about the vegan diet? People who are on a vegan diet, they do not eat meat, and they also do not eat the animal products such as milk, dairy, eggs, and other poultry products. They may not also consume honey too. Think of vegans as upgraded vegetarians who decided not to eat what the vegetarians are still eating, and those are the animal products. What are animal products? So, for example, cow. A cow's product is milk. So vegans don't consume milk and anything that has milk in it. What about chicken? So from chicken you get egg, right? So vegans don't eat eggs and anything that has eggs in it. So again, vegans are, to me, are upgraded vegetarians. Now, the third group of plant-based eaters are the whole food plant-based eaters. Somebody who's in a whole food plant-based diet avoids everything that vegans avoid. So that includes meat and animal products, including the eggs, milk, dairy, seafoods, right? But what sets it different from the vegans is that the whole food plant-based eater pays attention to a high fiber diet. And they also avoid, if not limit, the intake of processed foods, oil, sugar, and salt, and artificial sweeteners. So if Think about it as a pyramid. At the bottom are the vegetarians. Next, on top are the vegans, and then the topmost are the whole food plant-based eaters. When you are a vegetarian, a vegan, or in a whole food plant-based diet, or just somebody who really wants to avoid meat, I can assure you that the most common question people will ask you is, where do you get your protein? And especially if you are losing weight on a plant-based diet, I bet people around you, especially your families and friends, will begin to panic and may even beg you to reconsider. This 6-word question, where do you get your protein, can simply be answered with one word: plants. I know. It's not that simple, but that's the truth. So let's talk about protein. Because this is a big obstacle that many people who wants to uh, consider eating healthier, more plant-based, are afraid of protein deficiency. Let's clear this out, okay? So let's start with, what is protein? Protein is an important, very important macronutrient because it provides energy, it repairs our damaged tissues, it produced chemicals that can help break down our food and even make antibodies. That's right. And it helps our body grow, as we all know. There are many more functions of protein. They are so important that nature makes sure we have an abundant supply of it, that we don't need to sacrifice an animal. We don't need to kill an animal to get protein. Guess what? Nature makes it so abundant that it is present in plants. Plants make protein first. If you have to remember one thing in this video, that's the first sentence. Plants make protein first. Your next question might be, how? Here's the story. Ready? So it starts with the nitrogen in the air and the nitrogen from decaying matters. All this are absorbed in the soil. The soil bacteria fixes that nitrogen so that it's easily absorbed by the roots of the plants. And so the plants absorb the nitrogen, and from it, it builds protein. So there's plant protein. Animals come and eat the plants and convert the plant protein to an animal protein. But this time, the animal protein contains what? Cholesterol and fats. So the next time you eat meat for the reason of, I need protein, remember, you're not just eating protein, you're eating the cholesterol and some fats in it too. So if you're trying to lose weight, aren't those the ones that you want to get rid? Right? Now, that's the plant protein story. The next goal of this video is to bust the myth about protein. The number one myth about protein is that is that in most people, they think that they do not get enough protein. That's why they have to eat meat. But the fact is that the average person actually consumes too much protein. According to the data, the average adult consumes 80 grams of protein a day, and that's far more than necessary. And here's the deal. Do you know that excess protein in the body can be stored as fat? Do you know that? So if it's stored as fat, it can lead to what? Weight gain, or it may at least prevent you from losing weight. Our bodies benefit from consuming mostly fruits, vegetables, nuts, peas, legumes, whole grains to provide us with healthy sources of fat, carbohydrates, and protein. It's like a total package, perfect package. Again, do you need to eat meat or animal products to meet your daily protein requirements? Heck no. No. Plant foods such as beans, lentils, nuts, whole grains, and even green leafy vegetables, they have sufficient amount of protein as long as you eat a variety of those plant sources. You cannot be protein deficient as long as you eat a variety of plants and you meet your caloric needs. That's the fact. I've never ever seen a plant-based eater getting protein deficient. Benefits of getting your protein from plants is that we know that plants also provides all the best micronutrients, the vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, antioxidants that are not present in animals. That's why plant foods, they lower the risk of diabetes. They lower the risk of heart disease, cancer, hypertension, high cholesterol, gout, autoimmune disease, and many more chronic diseases. And if you prefer meat to get your protein, remember, you're not just eating protein, you're eating the fats and the cholesterol and everything that comes with it. If all these facts are still not enough for you to be convinced that you cannot become protein deficient on a whole food plant-based diet, I want you to think about the elephants, the giraffes, and the gorillas. And I Googled this to give you the facts about these animals. Elephants. Elephants are considered the strongest land animal. They can carry up to 9,000 kilograms, which is approximately 130 adult human beings. That's how strong they are. And the elephant's trunk consists of over 100,000 muscles. 100,000 muscles. They must be needing a heck of a lot of protein, right? It's so strong that it is capable of uprooting trees. And if you don't believe in that, you go to YouTube and search for that kind of video. It will show. And what about the giraffe? A giraffe's kick can generate an impact of 2,000 pounds of force per square inch. That's about, they say, the same as the strongest kick ever recorded from a horse. It's a giraffe. What about their gorilla friends? Gorilla, their strength is estimated to be about 10 times more or 10 times their body weight. The full-grown gorillas, they are actually stronger than 20 adult human beings combined. 20 adult human beings combined. And they can lift 4,000 pounds, and that's about 1,810 kilograms on a bench press. What do these animals eat, by the way? Plants, right? So let's learn from our nature friends. Think about that. On a side note, I would like to mention that before I knew about lifestyle medicine, I thought throwing a life ring, giving medications left and right, is all I can do. Every time an uncontrolled diabetic, hypertensive, or chronically ill patient shows up in my clinic. To be honest, I felt no better than a drug pusher for a long time. Now, I realize I can do better than that. As long as there are still people out there who believe that they are capable of breaking free from chronic diseases and will not allow those diseases to take away their life, the precious time with their families, friends, and loved ones. I think that the work that I do is worth pursuing in that case. I hope you have a restful Sunday, everyone. See you next week. Hope you will make it on our Sunday routine to join me live here on Lifestyle Changers MD Sunday at 8 a.m. Philippine time, or if you're in the USA, it's Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. Eastern time. This is recorded. A replay will be available here very soon. Please share this video. Watch again if you want to be re-enlightened and reminded and reassured, switching to a plant-based diet. Make a lifestyle change, lifestyle changer. Just do it. Bye. See you next week.